So then you got the WWE champion AJ Styles. He's going to defend his title against Nakamura in a no disqualification match. You know, they've turned Nakamura heel, as you guys all know. I think the last pod I did, I talked about Nak. I can't remember, and I talked about that new remix version of his song. And I was honest with you guys, I didn't know why. Like, and a lot of you guys were nice enough to tweet me and say, well, they did that kind of to get the fans not to sing his music because he is a heel, which made sense. That went right over my head, but that makes sense. So thank you to some of you folks that sent me that note. I appreciate that. So like I said, sometimes you guys, you know, a lot of you guys maybe read some of the dirt sheets and all this stuff, and you might hear something else. That doesn't mean it's true, but you might get information I don't have, and I'm humble enough to say, hey, if you know, if that's the case, then cool. And I looked into it, and that's true. That's to keep the heel, to prevent him, Nakamura, from coming off like a big baby face. So people are going, nah, 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 Violin Jones. You know, that you don't want people doing that. So, you know, this match, out of all these backlash matches, is tough for me to figure out. It's not maybe that's the wrong way to put it. It's tough to figure out where they're going to go, because that's what makes for a good booking deal in this. Look, I don't have to tell you how great these two guys are and how great these two matches are and how great they both are individually. We know this, right? So we know this. Everybody knows this. You see these guys work for a minute, you know, wow, these guys are great together. You know, it's very, very, very obvious. You know, I do think that you get to a point with Nakamura where you gotta eventually put it on this guy, right? And now that he's a heel, maybe it is that time. The problem I have, and I would think they put money into this guy for sure. They know he's over. He's always in big matches. All of that jazz. They put a lot of money into that entrance, and they changed his music up. And WWE rarely changes music, guys. Think about that. Like Randy Orton. Randy Orton's got the same music for like over 10 years. Guarantee the guy hates the song. He's got to hate it by now, but they haven't changed his music. Like, I'm just saying, they don't normally change music. Not normally. When a guy is newer, you know, like, and they change this guy's music and they put money into it. Now, it sounds like a minor thing, but, you know, it's something that jumped out to me. And being that he's a heel and being that he's a big investment, I think it's going to be tough for two reasons to have him be the heel champ. If they put the WWE title on him, have him beat AJ, no knock, no foul, no yellow flag. He's a great worker, and no one's going to ever doubt the credibility of Shinsuke Nakamura. He's awesome. So if he was the WWE champ, no problem from a wrestling perspective. But this is bigger than that. This is an entertainment. This is sports entertainment, and this is Vince's world. So two things. I don't think with Nakamura as a heel champ, top dog Jones, like top. I'm talking about real top guy as the champ. As a heel, I think he's going to struggle with two things. Okay, one, you're going to know what I'm going to say. The other one, you're not. The first thing that you're not going to know what I'm going to say is he's not liked. He's loved and respected too much as a worker that I don't know if people are buying or respect his heat when he tries to get heat and what he does. I mean, people still pop on his stuff. AJ's over like Rover, don't get me wrong, and he's a good guy to get heat on, so because people love him. But I just think people love Nakamura so much for so long that they're just not going to really hate on him too much. And the double banger with that, the thing you're going to know what I'm going to say, is the lack of promos. Here's the thing. If you're a heel and you just got done being a babyface for a long time and people loved you, and now you're a bad guy, okay? And you're doing heel physical things and they're still not really booing you and really pooping on you, that's when you need to have the ability to go to a microphone, or your manager or advocate or whoever grabs a microphone and gets heat for you. It's better that you can do it, not a manager. Okay, that's the problem with Nakamura if he's a top heel, like super top high heel, like push him hard, like the way Brock gets pushed, the way we've seen Triple H get pushed, the way we've seen whoever, Steve Austin get pushed, The Rock get pushed, that level of over, like ultra high. I love him, but that's going to be hard because his first language is Japanese, and the main audience is English speaking for WWE. So, that's going to be hard. He can't cement, his heat, his physical heat, and back it up verbally. That's the problem. So it's twofold with him, That being said, it would not shock me one bit if he became champ on Sunday. How's that? I could see WWE trying to get him heat with vignettes and stuff like that. And you could do that. You definitely could do that. I could see that happening. I'm not sure if they would go there. I don't know. I mean, look, man, you got to be able to talk. And I said this about Asuka. I said this about Nakamura, and I'm fans of both those people. You know that. But it's hard. When you can't get in there and cut those promos, it gets a little harder. It really does. Now, I don't follow the days, like how long someone's been champ and all these these records. It's a work. I really don't care about that. But I think CM Punk's got some kind of record, and maybe it looks like what I heard the other day, that AJ Styles might be able to beat that. I don't even know the number, so please don't tell me, because I don't care. It doesn't mean nothing. This is a work. So records, when you have records, it's like, I believe in when you become a champion, it's a huge thing because you're getting that responsibility from the company to be a champion. And you're the hood ornament of the company. That's a huge responsibility. It's a huge thing. But when they keep it on you for a very long time, that means you've been drawing with it, which is massive. But when they have you chasing records, we're getting to a point where, look, this is a work. Like, I don't really, I don't care about that. That's me personally. I just don't. So all that being said about Nakamura and how great AJ is, which he is, I think they come in guns a-blazing and they shock some folks and they crown a new WWE champion, Nakamura. How about that? You didn't expect me to say that, but that's what I do. I'm predicting that Nak wins. We'll see what they do with his situation of promos and how they get more people that hate him more. Because you got to be able to get on that mic and get hated. Even if you're a respected worker and you're a stud in the ring and you've been a stud for years and people know it, you got to be able to get on that stick and talk the game, which is the natural segue to Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. Talk about Samoa Joe, my man. Okay, that's my boy, right? You guys know we're buddies. Joe's a guy who could do what I just said. Joe's got that same credibility Nak does. And that same presence, but yet Joe has a major difference. He can get on that mic and he knows how to get himself some heat. Okay, he knows how to do that, and I'm looking forward to this match for sure. I really am. I think it's gonna be awesome, and it should be Bomb Burner Jones for sure. Especially they did a good little crossover thing. I just remember what. On SmackDown, where Joe at the end of his promo, he said, "Believe that," that kind of thing. I like it, I like it, and I like how they've been building this thing, and the promo work by both guys. It's a tough one to call too. I think Samoa Joe needs the win more than Roman needs the win. Predictable booking would mean let's have Reigns win the match. You know what I mean? I think Joe was out for quite some time, and now he's back. I think Joe needs to win and kill this feud and be the man to end this thing already. And but unless they do a thing where maybe they do a thing where Joe can focus on AJ, maybe he goes towards AJ Styles, and maybe. I don't think it matters if he wins or loses. Then he focuses on AJ because that's probably where they're going. That's what they kind of been. I'm just thinking out loud, spitballing out loud. Let me stick to the match. All right, I'm going to predict that they're going to do the proper thing with business, and Samoa Joe wins. How about that? Do the proper thing with business. Put it on Samoa Joe win this match. That's my prediction. So I gave it two, I feel, kind of bold predictions with Nakamura winning and Joe winning. Look, we've seen Reigns and Joe go. We've seen them do their thing, and they're both excellent. I think it's going to be a great match. I'm looking forward to it. And actually...